Welcome back to Redneck's Dirty Hands. I'm Pete, and today, you're not gonna believe it, but we got a blown up Polaris in the shop. Who knew? Yeah, my buddy Will called me up a week or two ago there and said that his classic 550 here, his wife was ripping her through the trails or whatever, it was losing power going up a hill, and then it just died, and I guess he took a quick look at it and figured, you know what, it was a little bit over his head, wanted me to have a look at it. So we're going to check her out and see what the heck is going on. Now, I know it might come across that I'm not a huge Polaris fan, but these 550 Classics, actually, I'm quite partial to. I think they're great. You know, this Edge chassis is a good chassis. It's just like Scooter's XC700 there. But these ones here, they're just a great all-around sled, you know. They're comfortable, fairly reliable usually. Like this is an 04, I think, and the Edge chassis, it's a good looking rig, and this one comes factory equipped with the honey hauler on there. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? Seeing as how this sled has the nice honey hauler there, it'd come in handy later. I could take the girlfriend for a ride. And speaking of that, a lot of you have been commenting, seen some past videos of mine with the girlfriend in there, and you want to see a little bit more of her. So, you know, without further ado, here she is. Say hi, Palmer. Hi, baby. You guys might be on to something. She's pretty handy to have around, you know. Hey, babe, you want to give me a beer? No problem, sweetie. Oh, yeah, she's good.
Give me that.
Oh, no threesome tonight. I'm just kidding. I'm not crazy. This is my girlfriend right here. You guys will be seeing more of Christina in the videos to come. Not the sock puppet.
Hopefully not.
Apparently, there's only room for one girlfriend around here. I mean, this is a pretty clean looking unit, and yeah, I just pulled it. It's been sitting outside. We did get a dump in the snow, and I just pulled it in, and this poor thing, like, look at it, Will started taking it apart on his own, and left her. I didn't realize it was all taken apart like this, just sitting out there. Oof. But we'll take a quick look at this and see what's all going on. Like I said, these things are usually fairly reliable. I'm pretty sure they're cast iron bore, so you can still bore these things out and whatnot. But I think the downfall of this one, we did it before on another video there. That fuel gauge is missing in the plastic cover that covers this. So that needle gauge there, that's going straight through. So I bet you snow and water and stuff's been getting in there, contaminating the fuel. Like if we hold that up to the light, yeah, we can see right through there. That's no bueno. So unfortunately, I'm going to be guessing that water got in the fuel, and that's what caused this thing to drop a cylinder. But we'll check her out and see. Will's already stripped the air box and all that stuff. He's got that carburetor dangling in the breeze, so we'll pop this carburetor off here too. Get that clamp loosened off, and then we'll just slide that sucker off of there. And then these spark plugs are already loose, so we'll get them both out of there. All right, so my buddy Darren's here. He's going to give her a couple of tugs for me. Look at that guy flying in the snow. Oh, my God. All right, hold on a second.
That's kind of...
Just pull her a little bit there. Okay, we got something there. What about this one?
Oh, no.
Very, very little. From initial, I mean, doing the compression test on it, don't have the carburetors on there, so you don't have to worry about holding the throttle wide open or not. Just got the tugger. But yeah, this cylinder here, it's got some good compression. That one, not so much. You know, as a mechanic, you know, they teach you in all the textbooks and everything, the principle of a combustion engine, you know, 4 strokes, 2 strokes, they all work off the same principle, but, you know, you got your suck, squeeze, bang, and blow theory, right? You know, you got the sucking as the intake, the squeezing as the compression, bangs the power, and blows the exhaust. This one's like a newly developed relationship. A lot of sucking, squeezing, banging, and blowing going on in there. That one over there, I think it's been married a decade or two because there's not a whole lot of fun happening on that side. So, I mean, just for giggles, Darren will give her some tugs. I got the compression tester on there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, give her one more. Oh, that's a healthy cylinder. Look at that. She's 130.
Nice.
All right, so just like a fellow left home alone, didn't take too many tugs to make that cylinder happy, but we got the compression tester plugged into the questionable side. Give her a couple there. Oh. Oh, come on. It goes stop and die. So what is going on? All right. Yeah, that's all we need to see there. That one, just left it off of 0, and then that's about it. All right, well, there's definitely an issue with that one there. Now, I do have a spare motor, I believe, that's the exact same as this, so I think we've got to put a phone call to Will, see what he wants to do, if I will pull this apart, fix her up that way, or just do the old switcheroo with the one I got. So we'll take a break and give him a call. While we're waiting for old Will to give us a call back, we're not too far out on this. He's already got her stripped down with plastic covers off. So let's pop this head off and let's just see if we can see how bad this is. Oh yeah, buddy. So don't tell my sled, my achy breaky sled, that it is a Polaris. 'Cause if you tell my sled, my achy breaky sled, it might go up and blow its head. Thank you very much. What mysteries do we have under here? Ooh, looking a bit lean on this side. Oh, pulls over nice, but light gray. Don't like that. Like this darker carbon color there. Yeah, I mean, this side here, but the good compression looks like it was running tickety-boo. It's got the nice carbon look on there. It's, let's grab a light. You can kind of see if I drop her down. It's got nice cross-hatching in there. This side was working perfect, good right fuel, right compression, carburetor, all that stuff's working good. But this one over here, no cross-hatching. Looks covered in the schmutz. And you can see around the edge of the piston starting to get a little bit pit looking, and something was going on with that side. So could be carburetor issue, maybe the boot's got a crack in it or something. So we're questionable on that side. And looks like I was wrong. These are not cast iron bores in there. Those are nickel sills. So I think that's going to definitely make the decision on using the other motor there to swap out, because I can feel some serious ridging up in here on this side. So yeah, not going to be able to just send that out and have it bored. I mean, you can send them out and get them replated and all that, but I mean, that obviously costs time and money. So we'll see what Will says. Geez, you never can build the shop big enough. I'm already running out of room, but I dragged in that turd out. It was sitting out in the field there for a few years. That's the donor sled. It's got the motor. Same 550 fan cooled as what's in Will's there. This is a classic 550. His is, I don't know why I keep calling his a classic 550. His is a trail 550, but same motor. So we'll check this. I got it all thawed out, so I'll just make sure it's got some compression, and then we'll pull her out of there. Geez, this thing's been sitting in the back 40 for a couple of years, and it looks like it's seen more grass than Willie Nelson. Holy. That's got hair your feet in the Bigfoot, for crying out loud. I think Matchbox 20 wrote a song about that exhaust because it's a little bit rusty. Now, I know it might not look like much, it's not the coldest beer in the fridge, but I bet she's still got some life left in her. All right, so Will's was 130 on this side and 0 on that side, so let's see what this one is. All right, let's see what hole number 1 does after 5 tugs. Ooh, that's 140 right there. That's not bad, not bad. All right, well, that first hole's nice and tight. Let's see what the second hole. Let's give her 5 tugs here. Oh, we're doing good. That's another 140, basically just a tick under. So yeah, his other motor had 130 on one side and 0 on the other. This one here's got 140 in each hole, so both holes are nice and tight on this one, so Will better hold on to his hat because he's going to have some fun with this girl. A little extra compression out of this one. That honey hauler's going to be dangling. So we might as well just peel the exhaust out of here. I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again. These hose pliers work perfect for these exhaust holes. Oh, she's right. Rusted solid right in there, and I don't want to let go. That's not good. Oh, come on, you dirty dog. Guess we're going to have to take the whole freaking thing out in one shot. Nice one. Come on out of there. Look at that. It gets so rusted together. That won't even separate. But it's gonna work out good because Will's live pipe was all rotten and this one looks pretty good too, so we'll leave that sucker right on there. And we just gotta peel the air box out of here. That's already unplugged. Got two little lines that go there. Unplug the coil. Peel this guy out of the way. These Polaris air boxes are super easy to get out. Undo these guys. Come on. Just like so. Take the oil lines off. Tickety-boo, unplug these electrical connectors. And we just gotta undo this oil cable, back off the jam nut here. So I got that nut off of there, so just pull the oil cable off, and then just gotta loop it down and around and get it out of there. That oil arm there. Where's the groove? Come on. There we go. There's the oil cable out of the way. Now we gotta get the belt off of there. I'm just gonna run a 1/4" bolt into there. You know, it's a good thing about Polaris, there's not metric threads or nothing, so just your standard stuff. Tighten that guy up and then the belt will start dropping. And then we should be able to pull that guy out of there. Oh yeah, come on. Just like so. Then there's this pulse line for the fuel pump here. Get the clamp off of there. Use the actual hose pliers for what they're intended for. Just like so. Looks like we got a ground wire bolted onto the starter here, so we'll 9/16 or 14 mil. Crack that sucker loose. Pulled the negative off of there, but I mean, I might as well pull it out of here. Good old Swiss Army knife again. Never leave home without her. She comes in too handy. Snip this zip tie right on there. Just like so. And then we'll take this power cable off the solenoid, leave it attached to the starter because it goes down way under there. So it's easier to take it off right here. And it's just a 7/16, I do believe. Beauty. Throw those back on there so we don't lose them. And then, I mean, we're basically there. We just got 4 motor mounts. I think they're 9/16 or 14 mil. Got a 2 back here. There's one tricky one's going to be way under there. I'm going to try and get it without taking the starter off, and then one over there. And then we just got to do take the pull cord handle off, and then we should be ready to yank this motor out of here. Yeah, look at that dirty dog way down in there. Oh, she's tight too. Oh man, gonna have to hit that with some lube juice on there, I think. But okay, we'll get that one. That one doesn't look any better. So I mean, those two are a pain in the butt to get at. I was gonna try and wrangle them, and then for giggles, I looked under here, and there's 2 ports with these plastic caps. You pop them out, and then you can take your ratchet, 14 mil socket, go straight up in there and unbolt those mounts. So bonus Polaris. I'm starting to come around like you guys. We got those motor mounts out there, so we'll just pull this handle out a little bit. Let's cut this nut off. And then grab a hold of that guy, tie it onto the handle, do a loose knot just so it doesn't suck the rope back into the recoil there and be up the creek. Just like so. I forgot, still got the oil line going from the tank to the oil pump there, so we got to pull that off. So there is still some oil in here, so I figure we'll just pop it off real quick. And then I got these little rubber plugs. I'll slide one of them on there to stop the oil from running all over the place. But first things first, I guess, is get that clamp off of there. Nope, that's pushing that one right off immediately. Okay, we gotta go with the smaller plug. Now, I think I've got everything unhooked and all the motor mounts done, so I'm not 100% sure, but I should be able to manhandle this sucker up and out of here. Lift with your back, right? Yeah, it's got some weight to it. Come on, son of a... Nice one. Well, I mean, that didn't take too long, 15 minutes or so, I guess. And, you know, hey, we're making good time here. And it's just like the Mrs. Lingerie. It's a good sight when it's on the floor. So I think, you know, we've earned a well-deserved break. And I was reading some comments there, and there was a fella up in northern Ontario or whatever, says he loves the channel. You know, he's reaching out some positive comments there. Wanted a bit of a shout-out, so cheers. I think he goes by the handle Nish Guy. So, hey, let's have a beer. Oh, I love working on sleds. I mean, we got the donor heart out on the floor ready to be transplanted into this patient here, and I mean, there's no point in really filming this. It'd be like deja vu, so, you know, might as well, hey, it's Sunday. Why work so hard? Let's take a break, go grab yourself a cold one, hit the like button, and subscribe if you're not already. Okay, so not one, but two motors on the floor. That's right, I grew up watching Sesame Street just like the rest of you. Was that engine easy to take out? Yep. Ready to finish your beer break? Nope. Anywho, getting that motor out was smoother than Tennessee whiskey, but I did notice while the thing's out, his original belt guard there, this hinge must have been seized and Bill snapped her off, pulling her out. So I think the neighborly thing to do would be drill that out, and we'll just swap the one from the other snowmobile on there. So at least he's got the belt guard back on there, and it's got that air duct piece that catches the wind through the hole in the hood there to suck it in and blow it through the motor. So I mean, Will's a good fellow. We'll do him a solid and drill that out and pop that one on there for him. So we'll just drill out the heads of these rivets. Just like so. Tickety-boo. Pop that up there. Nice one. Oh, boom shakalaka. Yeah, buddy. Air rivet gun's the only way to go for this stuff, man. I mean, you know, if all you got is the hand one, I mean, that's great, but I highly suggest going out and buying one of these. I got this off of Amazon. It was only like $100. And it's way better than having to try and do the rivets by hand. And that right there is what we say, tickety-boo. Oh yeah, lines up. Mint. You're welcome, Will. The donor motor dropped back in there, you know, went pretty simple, you know, straightforward, just like taking it out of the other one, just in reverse. So now we just got to, I don't know, figure out the exhaust, which one we're going to use. Going to have to probably use the exhaust off the other one. And then we'll drain the mystery gas out of there, make sure there's no water in there, clean the carbs, make sure it's all good, and then hopefully hit the key and hear this thing come to life. Yeah, so we don't want to take a chance with that mystery gas in there, so I got my drill pump hooked up to the main fuel line that would go to the fuel pump, and we will siphon the rest of this out of there. And just to make sure we don't run into any issues in the future, we're going to ditch this fella. We'll replace it with this fella. Went down to the cat shack there. They sell these aftermarket ones. It was hanging right on the wall. So this one's got the gauge and the plastic cover. So it shouldn't get any more water or snow down in the fuel. Nice one. Typical aftermarket stuff though. It's right around tight and she's upside down. But whatever. We got the carburetor in the vise here, and she's nice and clean. Look how you can see the pilot jet down in there. Make sure there's no crud in there, no water, nothing like that, and then we'll get her back together and pop her back in the motor. Well, seeing as how his original exhaust is seized right there, and it snapped the piece off for the Y pipe, that's going to be no good to us. So I've got the other exhaust hanging like a deer off of the ladder there, and a piece of pipe. So we'll just give that a nice little resto job with the spray can there. So I got to put my beer down, grab the high heat flat black, and we'll give this a time for some new pipe in a can. Oh yeah. Well, that that turned out beauty. Look at that. The heat shield's off his original one on that painted one. Oh, she's looking good. 550 fan. Let's, we got fresh gas in there. Carbs are cleaned. Spark plugs are in there. Everything is set and ready to go. So let's, pull that up. The electric start, I believe, works. So, yeah, let's, flame her up. Oh. Nice one! She's a little smoky, but she's a runner. Oh yeah, she smells good, but so she's running good, so all that's left is to test run her, but she's pretty dark outside, and I don't like to usually do my test rips at night, so I think we'll pack her in for the night and give her a rip tomorrow and see how she goes. After getting the motor all swapped and everything, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, didn't really find anything definitive of why this thing melted down, you know, there wasn't I've drained all the fuel in the tank and didn't really see too much signs of water in there. Carb boots are good, you know, they're not all split or cracked. So I was talking with Will, and because he had taken this thing apart before he brought it over, and he said that he found a bit of a mouse nest up in here. And these things are fan cooled, you know, they're not liquid cooled. So there's a fan inside the recoil housing there that's got to blow all the air through here. So you get a mouse nest up in there, you know. That'll get the motor hotter than Shania Twain. So, yeah, there's no mouse nest in the new motor, so we'll take her for a burn and see. This is a beauty day out today, and I mean, we got lots of snow after that storm, so, you know, we'll do a test ride of this thing and see how she works. I feel like Marty from that show Mountain Men, you know, but, hey, if you're gonna run a trapper sled, you might as well look the part, right? Hey, let's go run the trap line out in the bush. Who knows, maybe we'll find a Canadian beaver. End up in the beaver trap. Ooh. Clear the branches back here, would you? Oh. Come on. Look at this. Hopefully this sucker doesn't fall on us. Lost my hat. Oh, nice one. Even goes in reverse. Mint. it runs almost as good as my nose. Looks like a good old-fashioned Canadian lump shack. Let's see if anybody's home. Whoa. You never know what you're gonna find out in the woods.
Oh, hello.
Oh, well, hello.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good now.
Can I interest you in a break?
Oh my God, yes please. Now that's what I call service. Well, I mean, that was a pretty good test drive. I mean, I thought I was going out trapping and catch beaver. I had no idea there was cougars out here. As always, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. You know, I have a good time making these videos. And as always, take her easy. How about you show me the inside of that rig?